As a church, we have gotten to respond to incredible needs on the ground, whether it's taking part in the rebuild efforts, whether it's stepping into just hearing people's stories and helping them process the trauma and the grief that they've sat in, whether it's meeting the simple needs of water to flush a toilet or to wash hands or food for a family. It has been incredible to join up as a community of Jesus followers and respond to the need on the ground. And we could not have done any of it without the support of Acts of Mercy, without the teams who have joined us in the labor on the ground, without the finances that have come in to allow us to buy building materials, to allow us to buy the equipment that we needed. We could not have done this alone. I cannot imagine what it would have been like for us as a community if we were left to our own resources and our own manpower, but we have been blessed to be joined and partnered with on the ground here in our response. And we've got a lot to do. There's still a long way to go here. We still are rebuilding. We are now stepping more deeply into trauma care and really helping people unpack their experiences on the ground, unpack what they've lost. There's something about being in the crisis that you can't really process through the crisis, helping people walk through just their own internal recovery process. One thing that we do know is we still have a long way to go. We have a long road ahead for Western North Carolina. Some things are coming back to life and some really haven't been touched, and we can imagine that there will be years to respond here. And so we want to continue to just invite you to come and join us, invite you to come and take part in loving this community and restoring this community, not to what it was, but to what it could be. We want to invite you, if your heart is even being moved to participate financially, to consider giving to Acts of Mercy for the great work that we've been able to do here on the ground. When the hurricane hit this area, we were just a church plant that hadn't planted yet. We were just meeting in our home as a handful of faithful followers of Jesus. And the hurricane kind of sprung us into action. Not only did it allow us to begin responding to the practical needs on the ground, but it kind of formed us into the church that we felt like God was building here. It gave us clarity on the community that we wanted to be responding in, and actually, I think, gave us the faith to step out and love this specific community here, regardless of who we were as a church. And it's actually led us to launching our church publicly now in that community here in Asheville. The other thing that it did is gave us a ton of favor with people on the ground here. There is something about showing up in a crisis or in a moment of need and saying, how can I help? That just softens the heart of people to the gospel, the heart of people to receiving the church. And since then, we really have had an open invitation from leaders in this community to continue to come in and serve and love and transform the community. In the middle of a crisis, there's a million things that you don't know how to do. There's a million questions that you have, a million things that you don't know how to answer. But one of the best things that we did before any of this played out here in Western North Carolina was get trained up as Acts of Mercy responders. We had already been equipped and trained to be deployed, and so when the hurricane hit here, we already had an idea of what it was to step in and care for a community in crisis. And so one thing I would just love to invite you to do, whether you're just learning about Acts of Mercy, whether you're a leader in your community, is to get trained up and be ready to respond. You never know when in your own community something unexpected is going to happen. And you also never know when you're going to be compelled and stirred to go and respond to something that's happened. And to be equipped and ready to say yes is one of the greatest gifts that I think we had coming in. And so sign up for the next Acts of Mercy training. It's one of the best things you could do.